Okay, hi, you're watching Gregsby Eats, and we're here at Dragon Phoenix Restaurant. See Dragon Phoenix Restaurant? To talk about how the yam ring was invented. Also known as the yam basket, is a dish which was invented in Singapore, and the story behind it is a pretty sweet romantic one. Come, let's go inside. Hello, you Quay吗？啊？
好吗？好吗？
啊，可以，高了。
也可能。
Thank you 啊。yam ring 啊，一个。可以了，可以了。
你要 vegetarian 的还是要 prawn 的？
Oh. The only addition is the prawns, right?
Yes, correct.
Only addition prawns. Okay, then just give me the
prawn one.
prawn one. So as you can see, right, what we're trying is the deep fried yam ring with prawns and cashew nuts. Okay, now there is the original one, which is called the deep fried crispy yam ring. That's right, and that's the vegetarian one. It's almost the same except that in the other one they put prawns, and that's the only addition. See? Oh. So the yam ring, the yam basket, was actually invented by a chef to win over his future wife. He was Chef Quay, one of the 4 heavenly kings of Cantonese cuisine in Singapore. He proposed to his wife with the yam ring. And back then he was a chef at the old Cathay restaurant in 1958. Quay had fallen in love with Liang, a server in the restaurant at that time. To put a bit of context in, the Cathay restaurant was in its heyday in the 1950s, one of the finest restaurants in town, with a bar serving Western cocktails, a dance floor, and a resident band accompanying popular songbirds of the era such as Ruby Wah and Chang Lu. The chefs whipped up Cantonese and Shanghainese dishes that were very much admired. Now, the orphan Liang, his wife, she was raised by nuns and bound by very strict rules regarding romantic relationships. So in order to impress Liang and her guardians, Quay created the yam ring, which is stir-fried vegetables trapped in a flaky ring of mashed yam. The rest, as they say, is history. So the dish still can be found at the couple's Dragon Phoenix restaurant, where we are here now. First created as a vegetarian dish, yam rings have undergone multiple incarnations, with kung pao chicken and crystal prawns being added to the mix. And it's hardly an easy dish to execute. So it actually requires the chef's really fine control of the wok and an optimal deep frying temperature to render the texture just right. The yam ring has to have a crispy but not too oily or thick texture. The yam paste inside must be smooth and creamy, and the accompanying ingredients, such as the prawns, celery and cashew nuts, they have to have a certain fragrance, and it has to have a certain crunch.
挑的。
Okay, we've ordered the smallest portion. This is the deep fried yam ring with prawns and cashew nuts. 24, 36, 46. Wow. Let's try the actual yam ring itself. Some places serve it a bit sweet, some places serve it a bit savory. This leans slightly towards the sweeter side. Now the crust is fried very well. Oh, crispy, not oily. And the yam paste itself, smooth, thick. Not sure about creamy, but it is very smooth. There's no like chunky bits inside. And of course it comes with prawns, fairly big prawns. Fresh, crunchy, and salted. It comes with a whole host of diced vegetables. So you get red peppers, slightly crunchy, sweet, green peppers, slightly crunchy, not sweet, vegetably, carrots, very crunchy, slightly seasoned too, baby corn, right, very slightly sweet, celery, very crunchy, and seasoned too, cashew nuts, crunchy, mushrooms, seasoned as well. So you have a whole medley of vegetables plus like mushrooms and prawns, and I think that they're basically stir fried. Some of the vegetables are seasoned, some of them are not. Oh, what is this? Hold on, I see something else too. Is this a potato? Is this a bamboo shoot? Bamboo shoot, seasoned as well. So you have all these vegetables here, and they are sort of like quickly stir fried, flash fried with some seasoning. I'll show you what the mashed yam looks like up close. You eat the yam ring on its own, can be a bit dry. Because yam is yam, can get almost too dry and sticky. The fact that it's deep fried, right, it sort of like alleviates a little bit of that dryness. So if you eat it alone, it doesn't make sense, but if you eat it with the vegetables, right, it makes perfect sense. As a side note, I'm actually here at Dragon Phoenix on a Friday, nearly 12 noon, and it's completely empty. I presume it brings in more of like a weekend crowd or so. I think they saw me coming in with a camera, which is why. And they gave me this extra bowl of Quay, a mango puree with pomelo and Quay, a black herbal jelly. So they think that I'm from the media, which I suppose I am. But they didn't know I was coming. Remember, in any review that I do, right, they never know that I'm coming. So it is kind of like a surprise. But once I whip out the cameras, right, they know, oh, okay, fine, there's something up with this guy. I'm going to add a bit of prawn, a bit of vegetables, a bit of crunch. So there you go, that's what I have. Yam, a batter, prawn, vegetables, one cashew nut. You get, besides the crunchy textures and the smooth yam, a bit of that creaminess. You get a slight sweetness, slight savouriness from the yam. But the main flavour you're tasting is actually the naked taste of all the vegetables and the nuts and the prawns and the yam. There's all those naked flavours which you have. And then it is supported with just a little bit of salt. And the richness is bumped up obviously because it's deep fried. Obviously you're meant to share it with a whole bunch of people. So you really only eat just one segment alone. Like so. One segment. One person gets one or two each and it's just nice. Because it is incredibly rich. You have deep fried plus you have a batter. And then you have yam. It's quite a lot to go through, As for me, I can't finish the whole thing. So I unfortunately have to leave probably half of it or so. Ever since Chef Hoy invented the dish, the yam ring yam basket has sort of like become a Tzu staple of sorts. So you can find it in almost any Chinese restaurant these days. The reputation of the dish is so renowned that now you can find recipes online, you can find them in Chinese restaurants overseas. And that is how popular the dish has become. Okay, I definitely can't finish this. I think I finished about 4, and 4 it's a lot. So that was a look into how the yam ring or the yam basket was invented. It is the kind of dish where if you eat one, it's amazing. You eat 2, it's amazing. You eat 3 or 4, then you're like, oh my god, this is getting too much. Yeah, so there you go, the yam ring. All inspired because a man fell in love with his future wife. So thanks for watching another episode of Great Speed Eats, where I eat through the whole of Singapore. If you like this episode, give a like, subscribe, and comment below. And I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.